Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to my channel, Testimonies of God's Faithfulness. It's really been a while since my last content. Life has kept me busy this past couple of weeks, and I've been taking care of a few things that put me from creating new contents. I'm really sorry about that. I've really missed sharing with you, and I'm grateful for your patience and your support during this period. Thank you so much. Well, as I continue, I'll be bringing you messages and testimonies whenever I can, rather than on a set schedule because I've got my hands full. My goal here is to bring you uplifting and faith-building contents that will strengthen you on this journey. Therefore, today, I bring you a message of hope, message of encouragement, especially if you are feeling discouraged in prayer, because I recently heard a friend of mine complain about discouragement in prayer. So I want you to know that discouragement in prayer is a normal thing in spiritual life. There are times when you feel discouraged, you don't even know what to pray for. Sometimes you feel like you have prayed all you can, you don't know how to pray, you don't know what else to pray for. Prayer feels like a battle, like an uphill battle where every word seems heavy. You are struggling, pouring out your heart to God, but the words don't come easily anymore. You start thinking of giving up on prayer. I want you to know that you are not alone in this. Many of us have had this experience. I have been there myself. So I know how frustrating it can be to pray without getting immediate answers. I know how frustrating it can be to pray, pour out your heart, believe in God, and then everything seems as if nothing is happening. It feels as if God is silent or God has shut the door against you, as if He's not listening to you. The answer seems distant. But then, you don't have to give up praying. You don't have to give up, because giving up means you are ready for a defeat. It means you have already accepted defeat. You've given the devil a chance to defeat you. And I know you wouldn't want to be defeated at all. No, 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 not at all. You see, the reason you do not have to give up just yet is because you might be few steps or few seconds away from having a breakthrough. And giving up will not lead to a breakthrough. So you have to persevere. You have to keep praying, strengthen your knees, keep knocking at the door, like the widow in the story of the unjust judge in Luke chapter 18, where Jesus encourages us to keep persevering in prayer, to persist in prayer. That story is about persistence in prayer. I think you can read it. Luke chapter 18, verse 1 to verse 8. And also Luke chapter 11, verses 1 and 5. The story of the importunate friend, where Jesus said, if that friend cannot get up at night to give his friend whatever he asks for friendship's sake, that persistence will make him get up and give him whatever he's asking for. The same way with the widow, and the unjust judge. So please, I want you to persevere in prayer, because persistence is what will get you there. God is still in control no matter what you are feeling, no matter how tough the situation is. Bear in mind that God loves you dearly. His ears are not deaf. He's listening to you. He can still hear you. God is right there with you. God has not abandoned you. His silence does not mean abandonment. No. God's silence does not mean abandonment. Delay is not denial. You have to keep trusting God. You have to keep knocking at the door. That is persistence in prayer, because it is with persistence that you can prevail in prayer. You see, somehow I feel that God sometimes allows us to pray and pray. He wants to stretch us in prayer, to train us in the school of prayer. You see, God sometimes wants to train us in the school of prayer so that we strengthen our faith, we grow in faith, strong faith and trust. That is how to prevail in prayer. So do not be discouraged when the going gets tough. Keep praying, keep trusting God and believing Him. You will have a breakthrough very soon. Another thing I want you to do when you feel weary of praying is thanksgiving. Just shift your focus to thanksgiving, because thanksgiving is a very powerful form of prayer. It uplifts our spirit and opens us to receive from God. It opens us to receive more from God. It is very powerful. Do not neglect thanksgiving. I once shared a testimony about the power of praise and thanksgiving in time of ordeal. When you are helpless, you're facing crisis, I shared my testimony, how I got miraculous divine intervention to my situation. You can do well to watch that video at Testimonies of God's Faithfulness. So, that is to tell you the power of thanksgiving. So when you don't know what to pray for, you don't know how to pray, just start thanking God. You can thank Him for anything. Recall past testimonies, past favors. Recall the past things God has done for you, past blessings, past favors you have received, and continue to thank Him. Thank Him for yesterday, thank Him for today, thank Him for tomorrow, thank Him for favors yet unseen. Thank Him for things you have not seen yet, for things you are believing Him and trusting Him for. Keep thanking Him, and that is how you will get the desired result. That is how you can have a breakthrough. You will prevail in prayer, not by giving up praying. Now, I want you to stay focused, stay blessed, and don't forget that delay is not denial, and silence, God's silence, does not mean abandonment. Please, I want you to subscribe to this channel so that you get notified when I upload more exciting episodes. And if you have been encouraged and blessed by this message, do not keep it to yourself. Please share it with all those who are struggling in their prayer lives. There are a lot of people that are struggling with their prayer lives. Please share it with them so as to encourage them. And I pray that you drop your comments below. Thank you so much, and don't forget to stay blessed, stay focused, keep trusting, keep praying, keep thanking the Lord. Remember that delay is not denial and silence is not abandonment. God loves you. See you in my next episode.